Well, his name was Rashard Brooks, the young man that was asleep in his car. And again, I don't know what it feels like to be that tired. Actually, I do. I drive a lot. I used to drive to Florida several times a year. I had a house down there, and I would drive because I hate to fly for a lot of reasons, not just because of the recirculated air, but I don't understand 1,000 pounds in the air among these fluffy clouds. So there's a part of me that just hates to fly, rather drive 16, 17 hours than to get on an airplane. And I've had some situations, but I know what it's like to be sleepy. I know what it's like to just be that tired that you pass out, basically. And that's what happened to him. And then to be awakened, because if you watch the video, and this is the thing that was disturbing Saturday night going into Sunday, was that we just came off of George Floyd. The entire world is on fire. Like, everyone is up now and they're watching us. How in the hell do you shoot somebody? How do you shoot somebody in the wake of George Floyd? A black man in the wake of George Floyd. They were aggressive and banging on his window, which could disturb you out of your sleep. So you already are like, what the F? They get him out of the car. Now they go into like this back and forth and immediately into accosting him. I don't know what his crime was. The very worst, they call it insubordination, which in and of itself is a problem. That a grown-ass person could be insubordinate to somebody just because the paradigm should be shifted. They work for us. They work for us. Our taxpayer dollars pays their salary and pension, not the other way around. I can't be insubordinate to you because I'm not below you. I cannot. So that's a problem. We need to change the language. So they try to get two officers, two white guys. They're tussling with him. And he's not a big guy. He's not George Floyd size. He's not Mike Brown size. He's a slight guy. Apparently, he gets the best of them to the point where those two trained police officers cannot detain, contain, handcuff this young man, Rashard Brooks, and he gets their taser and he starts running. So there's a whole host of problems there.
Yep.
As I was watching it, egos were involved. You got your ass whooped and he got your taser, which means that you just suck at your job on so many levels. And now he's running away. But you have his car with all of the information in it, and he can't get far. At the very least, he may taser you with your own taser, which is embarrassing. I imagine it's embarrassing, but it's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because it's not a deadly weapon, at least not in Atlanta. To shoot him in the back, to shoot him dead, to kill him. So I agree with Keisha Lance Bottoms, because she said what you can do is permissible, of course. It's in their books that they can do what they did. But it's not the way we want things to be done here. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. Of course, it is within their rights. They had a taser pointed at them to shoot this man. It is in their books to do that. But after George Floyd,
Yep.
Are you kidding me? In Atlanta? Are you kidding me?
After you just had this incident that was broadcast globally from the streets of Atlanta, where you tasered these two young people on their way home. Why? Take the L. You're a police officer. You have his car. You have all of his information. Take the L. Take your ego out of it and take the L. Yeah, we were trying to engage this man. He beat our ass. We're going to take the L. Somebody and everybody could have just gone home that day. Do you know how many white kids have told me that they've been drunk and a police officer has taken them home in a squad car to their home, not to jail, but taken them home? In the best case scenario, the police would have assessed whether or not this man was a drunk driver. They would have figured that out. If that was the case, he still was in a parked car, even if he was parked in a Wendy's drive-through, and they could have said, "Yo, go over there, sleep this off. Do not get back on the highway." They could have said, "Sir, we are here to protect and to serve. We're going to protect you and the streets of Atlanta by taking you home or escorting you home to make sure you get there safely because you're tired," right? Or they could have said, "You know what? Dude is not going to get far. He is not he is not a danger to himself or anybody else on foot.
Right. I mean, but by the time he took your taser and ran, you had already made 15 mistakes.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't even gotten
but
to.
You didn't have to make the 16th one of
killing him. And that tells you why Black Lives Matter matters, right?
Absolutely.
Because to value somebody's life over your ego, I don't think that's a hard thing to ask.
Absolutely not.
But it says that they don't value that man's life. Rayshard Brooks, that was his name, Rayshard Brooks, 866-801-8255 for all the Herschel Walkers and Ben Carsons and Candace Owens and folks that don't really get it. Y'all, this is a period of time where you're going to be on the wrong side of history. I promise you. 100 years from now, you're going to be in the history books right along with those Confederate generals and all of the racist people of those times. You're going to be on the wrong side of history because this is that time where this is inexcusable and we are not taking it.